The Vegas Golden Knights love making their big splashes, don't they? And they made the biggest splash of any potential free agent in this NHL offseason, getting Mitch Marner, 8 years, $12 million against the cap annually. It's only appropriate Marner goes to the Golden Knights. They fancy themselves the NHL's big villain franchise, and he is now public enemy number one for leaving Toronto. But, the fans had made Marner the focal point of their anger and angst about playoff disappointments, rightfully or wrongfully. He does have some growing to do as a person and as a player, and I happen to think that's only going to happen away from Toronto, so it was time for a divorce between player and team. I think Vegas is a great fit. There were some other teams being bandied about like Utah, Chicago, the Anaheim Ducks. Those are all teams on their way to try to win. I think Marner had to go to a place that's already won. The core of this Golden Knights team, they all have Stanley Cup rings. And so he enters the fray not with the weight on his shoulders to lead us to the cup for the first time like it was in Toronto. It's more like help us get back there again. And that's a real key. Also a key, he's got two great centers in Jack Eichel and Tomas Hertl waiting to receive pinpoint passes from one of the NHL's best assist men. And also the Golden Knights get what I think is one of the best defensive forwards in the game, along with a guy who can score 100 points. The Leafs didn't do poorly here in the sign and trade. They get Nick Waugh, a really solid third-line center, continuing to build out their depth. They've had a strong offseason so far. Him, Matias Maccelli from the Utah Mammoth. They re-signed John Tavares. They re-signed Matthew Knives. They're doing all right for themselves. Could we see a Maple Leafs Golden Knights Stanley Cup final next year? The Mitch Marner Bowl? Who's to say? I'm Greg Wyshynski, ESPN.